The Selkie Wife, a Scottish legend, characters Finn, a lonely but kind-hearted fisherman. The story. The wind howled over the rugged coast of Scotland as Finn, a fisherman, walked along the shore after a long day at sea. The moon cast a silver glow over the waves, and as he passed a hidden cove, he heard laughter, soft, melodic, and unlike any human voice. Curious, he crept behind a rock and saw a group of women dancing on the sand. They were breathtakingly beautiful, their long hair flowing like seaweed, their skin glowing under the moonlight. At their feet lay sealskins. Finn's heart pounded as he realized the truth. These were selkies, magical creatures who lived as seals in the ocean but could shed their skins to walk on land as humans. His gaze fell on one in particular. She was the most beautiful of them all, her dark eyes reflecting the waves. Something about her pulled at his heart. In that moment, he fell in love. A desperate idea took root in his mind. He crept forward and stole one of the sealskins. As dawn approached, the selkies hurried to retrieve their skins. One by one, they wrapped themselves in their pelts, transforming back into seals and diving into the waves. All except one. The woman he had admired frantically searched the sand, her face turning from confusion to panic. The other selkies called to her, but she could not follow them. With sorrowful eyes, she watched them disappear beneath the waves. Finn stepped forward, the stolen skin hidden behind his back. "You cannot return to the sea," he said softly, "but I will take care of you. Stay with me, and I will love you forever." The woman, Mara, looked at him, her heart torn. Without her skin, she was trapped in the human world. With no other choice, she followed Finn back to his cottage. Life on land at first, Mara barely spoke. She spent long hours staring out at the sea, longing for the life she had lost. But Finn was gentle and kind, and over time she softened toward him. She became his wife, and together they had 2 children, Ewan and Isla. They had their mother's deep, knowing eyes and a love for the water that could not be explained. Though Mara loved her children dearly, a part of her always ached for the sea. She would stand at the cliffs, listening to the waves, her heart full of longing. Finn, too, knew she was not truly happy, but he never told her where he had hidden her sealskin. And one stormy afternoon, Isla and Ewan were playing in the cottage. While searching for hidden treasures, Isla pulled up a loose floorboard. Beneath it, wrapped in cloth, was something soft, smooth, and smelling of salt and seaweed. Curious, she and Ewan unwrapped it, gasping as they saw the seal skin. They ran to their mother, calling, "Look what we found!" The moment Mara laid eyes on it, her heart clenched. Her hands trembled as she reached out to touch the familiar texture. A deep longing filled her soul, one she could no longer deny. She pulled her children into a fierce embrace, whispering her love to them. Then, with tears streaming down her face, she ran toward the shore. The return to the sea Finn was still out at sea when Mara reached the water's edge. She hesitated for just a moment, looking back at the cottage, at the life she had built. But then she turned toward the waves, wrapped the skin around her shoulders, and her body transformed. With a final longing glance toward the land, she dove into the ocean and disappeared beneath the waves. He found his children crying. "Mama's gone," Isla whispered. Finn dropped to his knees, his heart breaking. He had always known this day might come, yet the pain was unbearable. From that day on, whenever he went out to sea, a seal would follow his boat, watching him with sorrowful eyes.